Hi, this is PiiDii. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Today, we're just going to talk about something that's really important that would really save a lot of marriages. Because if you know how to date right, you will marry right and marry to the right person. So today, we're going to discover how you never ever marry a person on their potential, something that they are not today. I'll start by giving you 3 reasons why you should not marry a person for what they can be and not what they are today. Remember this, you only decide to marry a person based on what you see today. Whatever promise or potential that they might have for the future is going to be something that is additional. It's like icing on the cake, but you've got to make your decision based on what you have today. In this video, I'm going to be showing you why you never marry for potential. The first reason is that they may just never change. That potential that you married them for, they may just never come to it. And do you know how frustrating that would be? It's like you meet a guy and maybe he's smoking weed or he's just drinking too much. And then you're saying, well, you know what, everything is great. He has a good income. He's tall, dark, he's handsome, like we know. And you're trying to hold on to that. But you know that you could never want to marry somebody that smokes weed. And you know that you never want to live with a person that's drinking as much. But somehow in your mind, you're just thinking that, you know what, when we get married, he will change. He's got the potential to change, and then you marry him. And then year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goes by, and this guy actually smokes more and he drinks more, and you're frustrated. And this could actually lead to the marriage breaking up. Even if not breaking up, it could really lead to all sorts of things happening in the marriage. And too many people are marrying potential. It's good to consider a person's potential, so which means like they could improve who they are after you marry them, but you've got to marry them based on who they are today. If there's any reason that you have to not want to be able to marry them today, then do not marry them. Point 2 is this: if you marry a person that is not who exactly you want, and what you're missing is what we call your non-negotiable points. The issue is this: because it's a need for you, it's a need, you're going to very unconsciously and unintentionally start to demand that thing from them. And if you don't get it, you're going to start getting controlling, and from controlling, you're going to most likely start to get abusive, and you get very frustrated, and this actually could just break up the relationship or marriage completely. So it's really important that you know what your non-negotiables are, things that you have to have. Everybody has non-negotiables. Every single human being has a non-negotiable regarding the person that they choose to live the rest of their lives with. This is the rest of your life. So there's that need there. It's a need that you want from them, and it's very important that they're able to satisfy that need. So if they don't satisfy the need and you marry them for something else, which means they're not the person you really want, but you're hoping that somehow marriage will change them. No, just know this: marriage is not a medicine. You can't just take marriage and then you change. Marriage doesn't change people. So you can't go in on this premise that I'm hoping they change. I need the change. I hope they change. And that hope could turn to frustration. It could turn to pain. It could turn to hurt. It could turn to you being very controlling and hurting the other person. And once they get hurt, guess what? Hurt people, they'll hurt you back. And then there'll be a cycle of hurt being recycled, and the whole relationship goes down. So you don't want to do that. Make sure that they're who you are before you decide to marry them. Number 3, by settling and choosing a person that's not exactly who you want, guess what you've done? You've deprived yourself of choosing the right person. Once you've chosen, you've chosen. You just can't keep choosing. So once you choose this person that's not the right person, guess what? You never know. The right person was around the corner. They were close by. But at this point in time, you're out of the game. You settle for less. And that's what I always say. Do not settle. The right person for you is out there. And if you keep looking, it might be a while, but you will find the person. I'll tell you this. A person who knows who they're looking for will tend to disqualify a lot of people. And people will comment and say, you're choosy and you're too choosy. But you're not actually choosy. You just simply know what you want. You know who you want. And you know that that person's out there. And guess what? Whatever you believe becomes your reality. If you believe that this person that you're looking for is out there, you won't settle for less. You'll keep looking till you find that person. And at the end of the day, that's who you'll have. And this is something I have seen many times in my lifetime. People who just stuck to their guns and just kept looking and looking and looking because they knew who they were looking for. And eventually, they found who they were looking for and they were happy. And now, let's not get confused. Consider potential. It's always good to consider a person's potential. That's what they could be, okay? But do not marry potential, which means that you can't base your decision to marry them on something that they are not today. Because, for example, you could have a person that the man is not that rich at this, he doesn't have a lot of money at this time, but you love him and you're willing to marry him and live the rest of your life with him, whether he had money or not. But guess what? He's got the potential to really make it big. So now you marry him because you're okay with who he is today, and then when he makes it big, that's just extra. That's just like icing on the cake. So that's what I'm saying, where you'd never make a decision to marry a person on who they are not yet. You make your decision on who they are today. So remember, 3 reasons why you only marry a person for who they are today, never for their potential. 1, you may never get that potential, so don't do it. 2, there's a likelihood of you becoming controlling if you do that, so don't do that. And also, you're depriving yourself of choosing the right person. By choosing this person today that you're not going to be ever okay with, you could deprive yourself of ever having the right person. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section.